Okay, so this is for C retake on rotations. And we're on the wrong slide. Here's the first slide. We're rotating 270 counterclockwise. And here's a rule for you. XY gets mapped to Y negative X. Alright. So first we're just going to write the coordinates. So the coordinates for A is -3, -3. The coordinates for A are -3, -3. B looks like -2, -1. And C looks like -1, -4. Now I'm going to look at the rule. They switch places, so X and Y change places, right? Because it's Y first and then X. And then this first one, the X, changes signs. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight or underline all of those. Those are the ones that we're going to write second, and they have to change signs. The ones that aren't underlined, we write first, and we don't change the signs at all. So let me get a new color for this. I'll go with purple. So I'm writing this first, that's -3. I'm writing this second and changing the sign. So this is -3, now I'm going to write +3. Okay, this I'm writing first, the -1. The -2 goes over here, but I'm changing the sign because it's underlined. So this is +2. Then here the -4 gets written first, and then the -1 gets written second, but I change the sign to a +1. So now A prime should be -3, 3. So -3, 3. And this is A prime. B prime is -1, 2. And looks like C prime is -4, 1. And then I'm going to draw the picture. Now we're just going to check. If I do 270, let's just look at the point C. Goes into that quadrant, that's 90. I'm going counterclockwise. That quadrant, that's another 90 for a total of 180. And then C goes all the way over here into that quadrant right there for another 90. So that is 270 counterclockwise. So that looks like we went in the right direction. Okay? All right. So for this one, we're doing 180 about the origin. So again, we have to find the coordinates for the points. So A is the point -1, -2. B is the point 0, 1. 0, 1. And C is the point 1, -1. Now for this rule, they don't change places. They just both change signs. So get another color. Here's the red. So I change the sign. So instead of -1, I have +1. Instead of -2, I have +2. Instead of 0, I have 0. Instead of 1, I have -1. Instead of 1, I have -1. Instead of -1, I have +1. Now I'm going to plot them. So 1, 2 is A prime. 0, -1 is B prime. You can't see the prime. B prime. Okay, and then C prime is -1, 1. And then I'm going to connect the dots. Now let's see. A was here. If I do 180, that's 290. So A there gets me 90, and another there gets me 90 plus 90, which is a total of 180. So that looks like A ended up in the right spot. C, 1, 2, yep, and B, 1, 2, yep, looks good. All right, now we have to write the rule. So I just count. I look at it and I count. So I'm going to do P to P prime. So that looks like 90. It looks like 90 clockwise or 90 or 270. Sorry, 90 clockwise or 270 counterclockwise. Let's check K. Here's K, and here's K. To go from there to there, that's from this quadrant to this quadrant, so that's 90 degrees, and we went clockwise. Yeah, so I could say 90 clockwise, or I could do this way, 90, and another 90 is 180, and another 90 is 270. So I could also do 270 counter. Clockwise. And again, you could look at the rules to double check that, but those are correct. Okay, are rotation rigid motions? And the answer is yes. And again, things are rigid motions if they preserve size. So that means size doesn't change. Yes, since the size does not change. So it doesn't matter if you spin it, it ends up the same size. All right. So the following are the U-tries. Okay, sorry about that. I had to edit this because I wrote some rules down wrong. Okay, so let's get to them. This rule is written incorrectly. Let me grab a pen. It should be XY gets mapped to 90 counterclockwise is negative YX. Okay. And this one, 270 clockwise, XY gets mapped to 270 clockwise is negative YX. Okay, so those are those, and then here's the last one. Okay, so good luck.